The Curtis SB2C Helldiver, a dive bomber developed by Curtis Wright during World War II, was ordered by the U.S. Navy as a significant technological leap. Despite facing numerous issues, the SB2C became the last dive bomber in the Navy's inventory and its most heavily produced, earning a questionable reputation for being dangerous. The Truman Committee investigated the SB2C, potentially destroying Curtis's reputation. Dive bombing, a technique that involves diving directly towards a target for greater accuracy, was first used by Marine aviator Lieutenant Lawson Sanderson in 1919 during operations in Haiti. By 1928, the Navy officially adopted dive bombing as part of its operational repertoire. Curtis Wright developed the Helldivers, an aircraft line designed for the U.S. Navy with dive bombing capabilities. The first dive bomber was the F-8C, a Marine variant of the Curtis Wright Falcon series with a 50-horsepower Pratt & Whitney R1340 engine. German flying ace Ernest Udet was impressed by the demonstrations and persuaded the Air Ministry to purchase two models for Luftwaffe evaluation. This research eventually led to the development of the Yonkers Ju-87 Stuka. Curtis's second Helldiver was built off the XF-12C, a Parasol two-seat fighter monoplane, which was delivered in 1937 and became the last military biplane built for the Navy. However, it was obsolete by World War II and never saw Axis combat. The Navy ordered the first prototype of a Curtis Helldiver in 1939, the SB2C, which was expected to represent a significant leap into the future. Curtis Wright, a company producing P-40 Warhawks for the Army Air Forces and P-36 Hawks for export, decided to build their latest Helldiver design in a new cattle barn at the Ohio State University Fairgrounds. The first version of the SB2C Helldiver, the XSB2C1, was 36 feet and 9 inches long, with a wingspan of almost 50 feet. It was a two-seat monoplane with folding wings for storage on a carrier and a single 1,500-horsepower Wright R2600 Cyclone radial engine. The aircraft was designed as a successor to the Navy's dive bombers, the Douglas SBD Dauntless, Vought SB2 Vindicator, and Curtis's own SPC. The first prototype arrived in Buffalo, New York in December 1940 during World War II. The SB2C was a prototype aircraft developed by Curtis Wright in 1940, which crashed due to engine failure after only 2 months. The team rebuilt the prototype, adding a larger tail and an autopilot to improve stability. However, the revised prototype was destroyed during a diving test on December 21, 1941. The Navy would have likely canceled the project under normal circumstances, but Japan had attacked Pearl Harbor, and the U.S. was officially involved in the conflict. Curtis Wright continued with the SB2C's development, hiring the necessary workforce and sourcing contractors to produce the Helldiver by the thousands. The SB2C underwent 880 alterations, including self-healing fueling tanks, extra armor protection, and replacing twin fuselage-mounted machine guns with wing-mounted 20mm cannons. Most design changes aimed to alleviate the aircraft's disappointing handling characteristics, but the extra bulk led to a deterioration in performance. It took Curtis Wright an excessive amount of time to get the SB2C into service, but by June 1942, the third dive bomber model became the first instance in which the Navy officially adopted its Helldiver title. The Helldiver was sent into its first combat mission on November 11, 1943, alongside the bombing squadron VB-17 from the carrier USS Bunker Hill. The Helldiver could carry a single 1,600-pound bomb in its internal bomb bay and 200-pound bombs under its wings. It had a top speed of 281 miles per hour, a maximum range of 1,100 miles, and a 276-mile combat radius. In comparison, the SBD Dauntless had a top speed of 255 miles per hour, a maximum range of 1,100 miles, and a combat readiness of 285 miles. The SBD had the lowest combat loss ratio of any U.S. Navy aircraft until then, earning its reputation. However, its debut in combat during early war battles like the Coral Sea, Midway, Eastern Solomons, Canal, and Santa Cruz was underwhelming. Lieutenant Commander James Voce of the VB-17 even said he would choose the SBD over the Helldiver if given a choice. In 1944, Curtis introduced a revised Helldiver with a more powerful engine and four-blade propeller, improving the aircraft's performance. However, during the Battle of the Philippine Sea, Admiral Mark Michael launched a strike force with 51 Helldivers, causing the aircraft's performance to be critically affected due to low fuel load. Only 2 SBD Dauntless were lost, highlighting the aircraft's weaknesses and determining its fate forever. The Helldiver, a type of aircraft, served alongside the Grumman TBF Avengers in battles during World War II. It played a crucial role in sinking 2 of the largest Japanese warships, the Musashi battleship, during the Battle of Leyte Gulf and the Okinawa campaign. The SB2C supported ground troops and Marines during the Pacific Island hopping campaign and patrols between the atomic bombings and the Japanese surrender. However, the Grumman F-6F Hellcat and Vought F-4U Corsair proved more reliable than the SB2C. The Helldiver was later equipped with 8 5-inch rockets, and the Chief of Naval Operations announced that all Navy combat aircraft would be fitted with missiles. However, the same missile could be carried by more reliable aircraft like the SBD Dauntless. The final Helldiver variant, introduced in 1945, served until the end of World War II. The U.S. Armed Forces focused on anti-submarine warfare, and the Curtis Wright reputation dwindled due to failed products like the C-46 Commando Transport and the P-40 Warhawk. Despite this, the Curtis SB2C Helldiver became the most produced dive bomber in history, with 7,140 units produced. After the war, surplus aircraft were sold to international naval forces, including Italy, France, Greece, Portugal, and Thailand. Although Helldiver squadrons contributed to the Allied victory in the Pacific, the SB2C earned the nickname "Son of a Bitch Second Class" due to its reputation.